I actually can't right now. I look so ridiculous. The exact same shade of this bizarre hot pink. Let's go to the dentist. Welcome to a new week in my life vlog. This vlog is probably going to be very similar to the last two because it is raining nonstop here in Seattle, which means that no photo shoots can really happen when it's raining. I have two on Thursday, and it's supposed to not rain. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just went to the dentist for my cleaning, which is always so painful. Like, I'm crying during it because my teeth are so sensitive. There's a new dentist at this office, and she was like, why don't we prescribe you prescription toothpaste? I was like, okay, perfect. I don't know why the other one didn't, but so hopefully that's going to help significantly with the pain on this side of my mouth. I can't drink anything because it hurts so much. So this side is really stained as well. It's uneven. So then I went to the PO box, and now I feel like I did something else I don't really remember. And now I'm gonna go in for an Orange Theory class. So random, 1:45 on a Monday, but there's usually nobody in there. So it's a one-on-one session at that point. The reason why I'm doing this random Orange Theory class is because I have an allergy appointment at 3, and I can perfectly time it. I assume that will only last an hour or so, and then I will finish out my workday. I worked this morning, looking forward to this Orange Theory class and really looking forward to an allergy appointment. So last week I had a really severe allergic reaction, and I went to the emergency room, not urgent care, but the actual emergency room. That's a story in of itself, having to do with my insurance. And the emergency room was the only place that would take me for a big check, of course, but I'm kind of nervous about what the cost is going to be, but apparently insurance covered most of it. But yeah, so I got an allergic reaction because of a sunscreen that I used. It was the Versed sunscreen, which I have used before, this past summer. I don't know if it was old, but it's some ingredient in it that my skin reacted to. And it turns out the reason why I've been having these ongoing severe allergic reactions is because of the Kosas foundation, is what the doctor at the emergency room said. So I didn't realize that it was my Kosas foundation, so I continued to use it all throughout the summer and all up until this month in April. So what they think is an ingredient in the SPF is what triggered my allergic reaction, because allergic reactions only continue to get worse and worse over time. I will check in after my allergy appointment. So it's 5 o'clock and I am home from the natural path. I came home, made myself something to eat, cleaned up quite a bit, did some random stuff, and now I can give an update. So she is saying that it was kind of weird, honestly, but she was super nice and she wasn't scammy, because she said you do not need to do a food allergy test. There's no reason to do that, which was a good sign, because I could see somebody being yes, you should test for it, because in the office they do the testing and they can make money from it. So that was okay, this is a place with integrity. I don't have to worry. I was referred to this place by a friend, but you just never know, It's also something new and you just have to be wary. I am going to be referred to a dermatologist to go get patch tested. I felt like it was kind of weird because I was trying to explain that it is the foundation, and she came to the conclusion it is the foundation, but I was I'm telling you it's the foundation, I just need to know what to do. Apparently though, that can take weeks and weeks because dermatologists are really backed up, which I know of, and it sucks because my previous dermatologist was so amazing, and it's so hard to find a dermatologist, at least in the Seattle area, and they don't take my insurance. I didn't have insurance for a while, so I was paying out of pocket. And then I got state insurance during the enrollment period, which you can only enroll in insurance from like November to December if you're self-employed and getting insurance yourself. And so the insurance I got, like, nobody takes it. So it really sucks, including my dermatologist. And for like medical stuff, they can't see me. Because I could get my insurance like revoked basically if it's noted that I went and saw them, whatever, if they saw me. So she's going to find a dermatologist for me, refer me to them, and then that could be in like 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I don't really know, but I do know that it's the foundation and it's some ingredient. I don't know if it's the SPF in the foundation and then the SPF I used also. So I'm going to do some research probably tonight and just try to find something on like the commonality, an ingredient I should be looking out for. I don't change my makeup routine very often at all, so I should be totally fine. I just won't introduce any new stuff. Like any new foundations, primers, anything like that. I am just using the Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I have used for years and years and years. And I'm just going to go back to using that. It doesn't give me an allergic reaction. And I'm glad that I came to this conclusion for so many reasons. But I was really tempted to try out the new Selena Gomez Rare Beauty Foundation. And now I'm like, no. We're not trying anything new. That is my update. It was totally fine. I have a behind the scenes video I'm going to be editing and posting, and then I have another behind the scenes video to edit that's for posting guys. That's what I'm gonna do with my evening. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday afternoon and I have had a very eventful morning. I had to take my brother to urgent care for a very similar allergic reaction to myself. So we went right when it opened and got all of that sorted. He's totally fine now. They gave him a Benadryl shot and then another shot that will help him like immediately, and then he has meds as well. So it's really strange because he actually has the exact same thing that one of my friends had right before my allergic reaction last Monday, where it was all over her body. They were actually getting ready to go to the Taylor Swift show, and she had to go to urgent care, and they gave her the Benadryl shot and then that shot. Literally the same thing. I've seen like the photos. It's really strange. So he's okay now. And then after his urgent care fiasco, I went to Orange Theory class, which I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get in an Orange Theory workout today because I went to urgent care. My original plan was like to go this morning, and then I'm going to see John Mayer tonight in Seattle with my friend Jenny. I am so excited. We saw John Mayer, I believe in 2019. No, you know what? It was earlier than that. I have no idea. It was when he did his search. You know what? It could have been like 2018. Was that 2017? And he doesn't have like a new album out, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm excited. It's at Key Arena, or Climate Pledge Arena. It used to be called Key Arena, and that's actually where I graduated college. Where I barely made it out of college. And then hang out tomorrow. So tomorrow won't be a work day, so I'm kind of doing double duty right now. And then Thursday I have 2 photo shoots. I right now am about to upload a podcast episode. This one is with my friend Cynthia Apps. She's a photographer in Silicon Valley. She's a food photographer, and she recently published a cookbook. I'm excited for this episode because I know a lot of members in Build and Bloom are interested in food photography, so I'm going to get that episode up right now. My camera is flashing, so I'm going to get back to work. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning, and Jenny is spending the morning with me. We're going to go to Mr. West in downtown for some brunch, and then her friend's going to meet up with us and then take Jenny off to Portland.
Take me away.
So it's going to be a good day, and then I'm going to go to the co-working space, get some stuff done, Orange Theory, and then Jenny is going to go home and sleep.
Yeah,
we got to sleep at such a good time though, but she's so jet-lagged and exhausted.
Okay, but this is what I was thinking though. The time that we went to bed is such an appropriate time we should go to bed. It's 11:30.
Yeah.
Like, I usually go to bed like 2 a.m.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You look
Anyways,
so radiant. Oh
thank
my
you.
gosh. Wow.
It's the extensions, guys.
It really is.
Extensions just change your life.
Oh my goodness.
It's a science, though. Oh my gosh, tell them about your science discovery about water. This is brilliant. This is brilliant.
Okay, my science discovery about water. You know how water always hits different at night? I think it's because of the moon. You know how the moon like pulls the tides in, and there's a gravitational pull with water and with our bodies too. When like the moon is out, and this isn't some like weird like new age science. It's just like true
Pure science facts.
When the water is in the cup at night, the moon is pulling it more, making all the molecules spin. And then when the water is in an aluminum cup, like a hydro flask for instance, so something stainless steel or aluminum, the molecules in that do even more.
Therefore, it tastes so good. That's why water at night is so fire.
So that's my theory. It's now about noon and I'm heading into the co-working space. Jenny has left and I have a day of editing ahead of me. I'm really excited. I'm focusing on today. My main task is finishing up a YouTube video. I'm excited. So today Jenny and I were going to hang out, but her ride decided that they wanted to leave earlier, but we had a really great time last night at the concert and then this morning. I'm excited to be able to have a day like I've gained another day of work. It's a very beautiful day. It's like in the 50s and sunny. Okay, it's 6:30 and I just wrapped up my work day. I'm like the only one here, so that's why I'm vlogging this. So I am not going to Orange Theory tonight. I'm gonna do, or attempt, 12-3-30 on the tread. That's when you walk 30 minutes at 12% incline, which is kind of intense, at 3 miles an hour. You guys, it's such a beautiful day out that I have to go outside. So Ryan is finishing up at work and he's meeting me here, and then we're gonna go grab Chipotle and go eat it at Pike Place Market and just enjoy the sunshine. And then once the sun goes down, I'm going to work out. My lower back is still really hurting from the Bosu ball exercise. My neck, not so much anymore, but we did a Bosu ball exercise on Friday and it has me really torn up. So I think it'll be good to kind of rest today, but I still want to get a workout in. So the tread sounds perfect. I'm so excited to spend the evening with Ryan, and it's just been such a beautiful, gorgeous day. And according to the weather, it's supposed to be like this tomorrow. So I'll show you what I'm currently looking at because the sun's starting to go down over the Cascades. We have the water and the ferries and the barges. It's so beautiful. We are now in Pioneer Square. This is like one of my favorite locations to shoot at in Seattle is this particular street. Look at how beautiful. Those twinkle lights are on all year round. This is called Occidental Square, so it's South Jackson Street.
You probably recognize it from the Macklemore music video.
You guys, Macklemore put Seattle on the map. So it's just so great, and no cars can come down this street, and it's usually relatively empty. It's not necessarily the safest to be walking around at night, but if you're just coming during the day, you're totally fine. And there's lots of street parking. This is a streetcar that you could take up. It goes all the way up to Capitol Hill. Actually, we took it once. Remember, right?
Yeah.
This is cute.
Also, if you're new to Seattle, street cars are really slow.
Oh yeah.
Might as well just like walk. Honestly, it's like the same time to walk.
Wait, explain what makes them slow, maybe.
They are. So there's like the Link, which is like kind of a subway system.
Underground.
the streetcar is just like streetcar, like it's on the street, so it has to adhere to like normal traffic rules. And then unfortunately the city of Seattle, like when you're in the streetcar, it doesn't like prioritize you being in the streetcar. Once you get like, it's not gonna like alter the traffic light so that like it will just allow you to flow. Yeah,
it's not like a bus.
Well, I don't know if they,
Because do buses,
maybe
they
some
have
buses
their own
they do.
lanes, right?
Oh, they do have their own bus lane, but like the point being,
Yeah.
or I'm getting at, is that they used to have to stop at traffic lights.
It
Like,
takes a long time at the actual stop
Yeah.
itself too,
Yeah.
to wait for people
yeah,
to get
so
on.
it's like, I guess it's like a bus, yeah. But I don't know, maybe some places, buses, they alter the traffic lights.
So
to,
what's
like,
the point of the streetcar versus the bus? Like, why would you take it? like,
it's
over a bus?
they're just the same thing in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any difference.
This is a really cute spot right here.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of a cool option to have.
I'm not gonna say it. If I had to guess, I would have guessed like streetcars are like more efficient to drive. Like trains are typically way more efficient.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, fun. Okay.
in terms of buildings and stuff, like this is the coolest part of Seattle.
Wait, let me get closer so I
Like,
can
look at that.
hear.
Isn't that cool? That little,
Yeah,
like,
this has
alleyway.
a really pretty architecture.
Yeah. Man, that sun is nice.
Ooh. Okay, sun. Oh, what time is it? I should remember this for golden hour. Oh, wait, Ryan, we're on that really cool street. Should we show it to them?
With the building, that's what.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you're talking
I want.
about.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. Do, 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 do. Okay, you guys, we are on First Avenue. Here's the street that we're on, First Avenue and King. Look at these storefronts down here. They have this really pretty old-fashioned like architecture that sits really low, and it reminds me, if you just look at only this portion, reminds me of like little London storefronts, and they're all different colors. They go all the way down, and it would just be such a cute spot for photos. I love little buildings like this because when the architecture sits low, you're able to actually get it in the photo, right? We see so many beautiful buildings all around downtown, but the architecture is all up really high and it's so gorgeous, so ornate, but you can't get that in just a photo of if you're taking something of a client. But this spot, so cute. And now we are going to get some dinner. Very interesting hamburger.
Yes.
La, la, la.
The coolest. No, I was like thinking like this would be the coolest apartment building like everyone in Seattle.
Oh, look at, there's a ballot box. We just ate. It wasn't the best.
If you're ever visiting Seattle, and you're
Your
like,
Band-Aid is
and then
killing
like,
me.
so, just bad news. It's very expensive here, and then like
The food- the
If
food
your
is
if
very
your
expensive,
entree
especially.
is like less than like $22, you know you're getting bad food. Unfortunately,
Which sucks.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then if you're paying like $23, your food is gonna be like, okay,
fine. It's gonna be
Yeah.
mediocre.
It's so insane. Like back in Portland, if you're spending like $20 on a hamburger, you're getting like incredible hamburger. We spent $16 on that burger, which is so overpriced to begin with. And I knew it was gonna be bad just because it was only $16 in Seattle. What a shame. What a shame.
So one thing about Seattle is like the cost of living is really high, but well, I don't know if this is even a but to that like statement or whatever, but it's not really much of like a food city. We don't have like, we have good restaurants, but not a lot. It's just not known for the food in my opinion. But Ryan and I actually kind of want to make a video that's like differences between Portland and Seattle. So if you're moving here from another place like the Midwest and you're not moving for work, you kind of have the freedom to choose and you want to be in the Northwest, we think that could be a cool video because Ryan's from Portland and then I'm from here in Seattle. And yeah, Portland definitely has the better food and restaurants, but there's definitely good like pastries, coffee shops. It's just like sit down restaurants. So we're going to one of transition. We're going to Lady Yum, which is a macaron place. It's so good. There's so many locations, but the Pioneer Square one is the main one. Ryan says it's close to where Macklemore made the music video. And actually we did a photo shoot in one from, I don't know if that video is going to be up, but it was really beautiful inside. It's so gorgeous. So yeah, we're going to go get some macarons, which is a really good idea. Look at these lights. They're so, look at this right. Look at it. Wow.
Ryan, can you get a photo of me for my thumbnail? Ryan, can you get a photo for
can you actually? That's a good idea.
Jesse.
And next to the Lady is called what's it called? Antique. It's a vintage shop that's really good. Like, I love it. So cute. Can you get a photo of me for my video? Thank you. Here are the macarons that we got. I remember all of them right now. Lemon, coconut, fruity pebble, unicorn, had to get that of course, and the animal cracker, which is actually my favorite because it tastes like those animal cracker cookies. This unicorn one is so cute. I wonder, look at this little heart, so cute. It's about 2 hours later and we're done with all the B-roll and intro, outro, and now we're about to start filming. So we are going to be doing a 14 millimeter all the way to a 200 millimeter. But to begin, we are going to put the 200 millimeter on the camera to see where I need to be anchored, essentially. So the first shot that we're doing is where Marina is standing in the same spot. The tripod is staying in the same spot. The only thing that's changing is the lenses. So here is the 200 millimeter. It comes in this case and it is so heavy, you guys. It's so intense. Okay, you guys, so now we have switched to a 35. It's 4 p.m. now and we're done. I wanted to experiment with the idea of getting shots where it's like headshots up with 14 all the way to 200, but I feel like that could be its own video in like a studio, to be honest, because it's like so much content and with how many lenses we're changing. And that's what I've done in the past. So is tripod and then freehand. So we're feeling good. It just took so long because of the sun. Let's move on. We're gonna take some cute pics for the vlog, for the iPhone, for Instagram. I have an engagement shoot at 5. Okay, I have to share the camera bag situation because it is just too fun. In this case, we have the Canon 200 millimeter. We'll not be bringing that one. So in this bag, we have 14 millimeter, 24 millimeter. Oh no, this is the zoom lens we used to film. Okay, this one is definitely staying. 14 millimeter. We have the 24 millimeter. We have a 35 millimeter. Yep, 35 millimeter. I'm going to be bringing this with me. This one is borrowed from KEH. I'm going to be sending it back tomorrow, but let's take a look at the glass. Ooh, it needs a little clean off actually. You can see that the glass is like perfect. Actually, this whole lens is in like perfect condition. So KEH will have a link for them down below. It's where you can buy and sell and actually trade in and repair used camera equipment for film and digital. Okay, I'm bringing the 35 with me. I'm definitely going to be bringing the 85. If I can get her out of here. Here we go. And this is also from KEH, one of my favorite lenses. Like, oh my gosh, this is just the best. And I'm definitely considering purchasing for myself. Again, pardon the little dust particles. That needs to get cleaned off. But this is what it looks like. Can you guess the next one? It's going to be the 50. This is the 50 1.2. This is one that I own. It's not from KEH. So those three. And then we shot with a 135 today. I'm not going to bring this with me. I personally prefer an 85 over 135, but this is an amazing lens. This is also from KEH. I'm going to do these three lenses, and then I'm going to shoot on my 5D Mark IV. I take off the tripod. Had this for so many years, and I love it. And if you're ever wondering why some of the logos are covered up on some of my stuff, it's just for copyright. So sometimes I'll work with like a brand and I want to have my camera in it as a prop, but I can't have the Canon logo on it. So I just use electric tape and it just hasn't come off. So yeah, that's why. So this is I have lots of these guys. Low Pro soft shell accessory pouch. I love this. They protect your stuff, but because it's soft shell, it can kind of mold into different like backpacks and gear. And then I have a Low Pro memory card case, so like it can squish in here. And then this trunk is from Manfrotto, as is the both tripods that I have. I love this. It's TSA friendly. It's totally customizable. This can completely come out from Manfrotto, so I'll have the exact one linked down below. I'm getting my soup ready, but I just wanted to add, if you are ever wondering what's the benefit of a camera trunk versus a camera backpack, I love a trunk for my YouTube videos that we film, because we have two different bodies. We have a lot of, like, it's easier just to grab the lenses. We have a lot of lenses going on. And so I love it for YouTube videos when we're stationary in one spot. We're gonna be there for a while. We shoot, we close up the camera backpack, and again, it's a little bit hard to get into, so sometimes I just carry it if we're just walking, 5 feet down the park, whatever. But the camera backpack I like for client shoots, where I just want to be able to be hands-free. I don't want to have to set something down. Like for YouTube shoots, my photo assistant, Laura or Annie, they're like usually standing by it. And so we don't have to worry about like leaving it, because we're not really leaving it. You're not moving around as much during those types of photo shoots, if that makes sense, like as fast. Whereas with client shoots, having a backpack on and just is so much more mobile. But the trunk for wedding days is amazing, because you can get in and out with all your different lenses. You can just have it set up in the bridal suite, in the groom suite, whatever. Have it in a certain area in the reception. You're still gonna have to seal it up, bring it around with you. Backpack is more convenient for client photo shoots where I'm using like 4 lenses, 3 lenses, and I don't want to have to like set my stuff down. I'll have both options linked down below. I love my Low Pro backpack, and I believe it's either 100 or 150. I'm not exactly sure, but it can fit a full-size laptop. I love it. So I am going to go eat my food and then head out to the client shoot. I'm not going to be vlogging for it, but it is at Volunteer Park now, because there's so many more cherry blossoms in peak bloom at the park, whereas UW, its peak bloom was 2 weekends ago. I don't remember. So I sent them that as an option. They just want cherry blossoms. So I'm like, cherry blossoms are here. You're gonna have more of the park vibe. I'm like, just as an option. And they were like, yeah. And plus it's for, it's my friend's engagement shoot. I'm gonna head out. Friday afternoon, and I am back at my house. I went and got my hair cut this morning, and I got my nails done, and I'm feeling so good. I have been just feeling very off about my appearance, and I try not to put too much weight on my appearance, but I just haven't been happy with something, and I couldn't put my finger quite on what it was, and I think it was my hair. So I've been parting my hair in the middle for a long time, and it just didn't suit me. It emphasized my nose, and so depending on how you part your hair, emphasizes certain features, and my nose isn't something that I wanted to emphasize. Not that I don't like my nose, but it just wasn't the most flattering on me. And so I had been growing my hair out from when I got the straight across bangs that I ended up not being really happy with. Now my hair's grown out enough, so I got it cut, and she cut a little side bang for me. So I have been parting my hair to the side, and I've been liking my appearance a bit more. I don't know. I just couldn't figure out if it was my makeup or if it was because of me having an allergic reaction all of last week, and I was focusing so much on my appearance to like get the reaction down, not even because of vanity, right? But like I was laser focused on that. And so maybe I was almost feeling like that was my face. And then for the past week, I don't really know, but like I just have been feeling like a little blah. So I'm loving the side part. This isn't anything revolutionary, I know, but I'm just feeling so good. And then I got my nails done. As you guys saw, I went for this cornflower blue color, and I love it because tomorrow Ryan and I, God willing, are doing a photo shoot at that same location that I shot at yesterday. There were thousands of daffodil bulbs on a hillside. Usually you see daffodils very linear, but the fact that they're on a hill makes it look so enchanting on photos, because we just, at least here, I haven't seen daffodils on a hill in that volume too before. So I am really excited for that. So I want to wear blue, I think. I have a couple different options, but I'm thinking blue and yellow will look quite nice together. And I thought that if I am going to go for blue, which I know that I have couple blue dresses that I'm going to choose from. So blue is what I'm going to go with, but I wanted to do blue nails because I just thought it would be really fun and it would look so magical. And also it's spring. It's so cute. It's 3 o'clock right now. I have a Orange Theory workout class at 5:30. I want to work up until then. I'm going to edit, like a rough cut, my video that we filmed yesterday with all the lenses. And then I also want to do a little bit of a haul of those lenses because I didn't. And I have like this massive package from KEH that I'm going to be sending back. Once work is done, we can have fun and look at some different dresses, and then I have some prop ideas. I know I want to bring ribbons, some vintage books, blankets, and then I also have a heart-shaped picnic basket. I might as well show you guys it now because it's just so cute. Here it is. Look at this. And I have these ribbons on it, but I'll probably swap them out for blue or yellow. I will check in once I am done with work, so in about 2 hours.
Okay, look at how beautiful the light is right now in the loft.
Okay, so I'm finished up with work for the day a little bit early. It's about 4:45, and I'm gonna go to the 5:30 Orange Theory class. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back to Ryan's straight after class or come home, but I have just enough time to gather all the things for the photo shoot tomorrow, and I'm really excited. It's just one look, so it's really simple to plan. I have some photo shoot accessories that I keep in these bins here, and we're gonna just kind of go through and pick out what I want to use. So the shoot is gonna be blue dress. I'm not gonna do gloves for this, but I got these satin ribbon on Amazon. Most of the stuff is from Amazon. You could also probably find it even cheaper on AliExpress if you're willing to wait. Maybe I'll do light and dark blue. And then I have a steamer at Ryan's that I'll just use. But yeah, these gloves are super cute to add to your photo shoots just because they add pop of color, some detail, texture. I love these. So all this stuff will be linked down below. Super cute stuff. Maybe I'll bring this white one. I have already done photos with Ryan with a yellow bow, but it doesn't, I mean, that could be kind of cute. Yellow bow with the yellow daffodils. I mean, come on now. Here it is. Then in this one, I have velvet bows. Also have this blue one that could be, you know, I think I'm gonna do the yellow. Here I have tons of headbands. This one is one of my favorites. It's from And Other Stories. These are like a pack on Amazon, the velvet. This is from Anthropology. I might not even do a headband, but I just like to have the option. Also went ahead and grabbed this one too. If I want like more contrast. This little guy, you know what? I think I actually have in here. I just don't really want to go down into my garage and like get out my bin of ribbons, which maybe is a little bit silly, but I do have this. It's like cool. Look at this. It's not as blue as actually I envisioned it was going to be. It has a little bit of like pine needles in it, but it's all good. And then I want to grab, oh, vintage book. Let's go grab one of those. Okay, I actually know exactly these two, I think, are going to be so cute with the yellow. Oh my gosh. Wait, okay. I'm going to bring this to layer over this, but garden birds with the daffodils. Come on now. With a blue ribbon running through it. It's going to be so cute. I am back from Orange Theory and I wore this cute little green outfit. These are from Lululemon. They're in the Maldive color. And then I have this sports bra from Girlfriend Collective. And I've had this since 2020, beginning in 2020, and it's still holding up really, really well. Like same quality as Lulu. So love that. My hair also held up. I was just redoing the ponytail a bunch. And the key for me was these, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So I am just going to now pop in the shower and then I'm going to grab the dresses. I already pulled 2 different shoes. I have a pointed toe white flat and then I have a sandal, and then we'll pick out an outfit and then I'm going to pare down those accessories. This is the situation for, this is my pillowcase. This is random clothes, but this is the situation for the photo shoot option dresses. First dress, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I thought these were daffodils. Wait, I think that's a daffodil. That looks like an iris to me. Is it 2 different, or are they both irises? That would be kind of cute. I just don't know if the pattern, if it's going to be too busy with all of the daffodils, because they're all little, like it looks like little specks all over a field almost. And I think that with these specks, it might be visually too busy, though I do love this dress so much. It's so beautiful. Okay, my next dress option, this one, first off, do you guys see how this is discolored? So I wore sunscreen and it discolored the lace, and I've tried to get it out with, stain remover. This is a good option. It's not blue, but I think that this could be really pretty because I could envision this for like picnic vibes. But then we have, you guys, okay, Abercrombie last year, I keep keeping my eye out to see if they'll recreate this, and they did, but it's like in a short sleeve and the proportions just look off. They have it in long version, but not as many colors this year. Okay, Abercrombie did this puff sleeve dress, and it is my favorite item of clothing that I own. I have it in pink and white and then this blue. I always think that photo shoots now have to be formal, that I do, because that's so my vibe is more like magical formal, but I think that this would be really, really cute. So this is definitely an option. And then I'm going to bring this as well, just in case we are like, oh, let's take more photos by the greenhouse or something. So I couldn't really pare down the accessories, but I'm adding one. I'm going to add this film camera on this strap. I think this could be a cute prop. I really want to do like a ribbon as the strap. I think that could be super cute. Just not today. And it obviously wouldn't be like a functional strap, but for photos, that could be really cute. And then I have this little IKEA blanket that we'll sit on. And actually, you know what? I made a list. Okay, I made a list on my phone. Oh, I need to grab a step ladder. Okay, blanket, baskets, book, ribbon, and step ladder. Okay, I'm gonna grab that and then I am going to head out. Saturday afternoon, and unfortunately the photo shoot got moved, so instead we came to Pike Place Market, and now we're gonna walk back up downtown and go to Mr. West Cafe. Jody and I came here earlier this week Okay, so I am now back home at my own house and it's Saturday evening. I just put the tulips in the little vase there that Ryan got for me at Pike Place this morning. Had so much fun. I'm going to do a gear haul from KEH. Here are just some of the lenses, and then I have one more. I guess that doesn't really do the best job of showing. I have one more behind me, which is the telephoto lens. So first off, we have the 85 1.2. This is one I've been borrowing for a couple of months, and I think that I'm going to go ahead and purchase this. This one is in excellent plus condition, but they have one right now on their website in bargain for about $800, and then the excellent plus is about $1,100 or so. And the reason why I've been debating is because I shoot with a 5D Mark IV. I've been going back and forth about if I want to upgrade to a mirrorless. Now, I do have an R camera, which is a mirrorless, but that one's just for video, which I guess you could argue I could use it for a photo, but I love my Mark IV so much. It's like a powerhouse, and I've kind of come to the conclusion that when I look at the pricing for upgrading completely to mirrorless, and that would include getting the RF lenses, and the RF lenses are the lenses that are created specifically for the mirrorless cameras, whereas these ones are EF lenses, and these are for the DSLR, and you can use a lens adapter, which is something that I have, and I talked about in my previous 2 vlogs ago, but using the EF lenses just looks insane. It's not necessary, but that is something that I'd want to do, and when I just look at the price tag, and so I just think priority-wise, I can't justify it and I can't afford it. And I love the Mark IV. So with that being said, I'm going to send this one back. This one is an excellent plus, but I'm going to just go for bargain just to save quite a bit. And I've come to the conclusion that, you know what, for me, it just makes the most sense to stick with the Mark IV. Like, would I rather put that $1,000 towards the mirrorless or the lens? So next up, we have a 135 1.2, and I've actually done a video comparing 85 millimeter and 135 millimeter, but I was using a Zeiss lens instead of this Canon one. You can see here also the size. This is much lighter. It is a little bit longer. I need to put this back on the camera and get this to go down. Focus on where the red lines are at. Then we have the Canon 35 millimeter. This is the 1.4. Also excellent condition. I'm not sure if this one was in excellent plus or excellent, but loved using this 35 millimeters. Another favorite focal length for me, and I know that it's in the Build and Bloom photography Facebook group. It's a fan favorite. A lot of people who are beginning in photography use a 35 millimeter, whether it's a Sigma Art or a Canon or Nikon or whatever it might be, because of its versatility. The next lens was the 14 millimeter. 14 millimeter has a really interesting shape to the glass. It kind of bubbles out, and it's a really fun. It is not a portrait lens, but just because I'm in a silly, goofy mood, like, let's throw this one in. Like, using the 14 millimeter is already kind of silly. Let's just use the most dramatic lens possible, and that is this one. This is the 200 millimeter. Oh my gosh, the 200 millimeter telephoto lens. It comes in this full case from KEH with the lens hood, with the lens cap and everything. And this thing is so heavy. Curious about what the lens cap was gonna look like. Oh my gosh, this thing is so heavy. It's actually just like a fabric lens cap. How's this little grip? This is actually discontinued. Here is the big jump, right? 135 and then 200 millimeter. And you can see here that there's some natural wear and tear, and this is actually because of the way that the lens hood would screw on. You can get it for even cheaper. The case, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Anything that I mentioned that I would have linked is linked down in the description box below. I'll link about KEH. Be sure to hit subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. You can click right here to watch and to learn. I'll see you there.